Sometimes essays get bogged down in irrelevant detail, so the reader loses the thread of the argument. There are so many elements that go into a brilliant essay: definitions and discussion, theory, empirical evidence and scholarly literature. It can be hard to convey your meaning clearly. If you learn how to summarise effectively, you'll know how to extract the core argument and avoid drifting off-piste. To take notes effectively, you have to engage in summarising. There's no point simply copying out an entire text or highlighting long sections, except for shortish, direct quotations. What do you do when you summarise? You read a whole section for meaning, and then you make a decision about which sections are most important. Of these important parts, you show that you understand what it means by writing it out in your own words, that is, paraphrasing. You should take the same approach to your own draft essays. Read it one paragraph at a time. Can you extract the core point you're making? Next, summarise that key point as a single grammatical sentence. Why a grammatical sentence? It's to force you to think rather than just replicate an entire paragraph. It should be an assertion rather than a question. You want to avoid simply asking questions because your job is to answer them. None of this sort of thing. I'm going to answer the question on the topic of X. Is it Y or Z? That's a very good question, and I'm going to try to find out the answer. I bet you wish you knew who done it. Well, I'm not going to tell you until the very end. But instead, something like this. The answer is Z, not Y. I argue X. The key analytical distinction in this question is between V and W. If you learn to summarise effectively in your own words, you will be able to put your essential points across more easily, and your argument will become clear to the reader.